everybody, welcome to Coffee with Dan and Kate. I'm Kate, this is Dan, and no, I messed that up. Sorry, let me start over. Hey everybody, welcome to Coffee with Dan and Kate. I'm Coffee, this is Dan, this is Kate. All right.
Honey.
Kate, I'm messing this up. Please help me.
Welcome to Coffee with Dan and Kate. I am Kate. This is Dan, and this is our coffee.
Got it. All right, let's mess that up. I couldn't get that right. Okay.
It's okay.
So, good. So, hey, if you don't know us, we run Motivators Personal Training in Southampton, and this is a group personal training facility where we help our clients be the best version of themselves with physical training, private group personal training, nutrition coaching, and all the motivation and accountability that you need to become the best version of yourself. So what we want to do, one of our goals for 2018, is to impact more people, to reach more people and help them with their specific challenges. And the way we thought the best way to do this is to combine things that we love. One, each other, I suppose. Two, talking about health and fitness, right?
Yeah.
And three, of course, is
Coffee!
coffee. So what better way to do it? So to start off, today is the second day of January, and what better conversation than the topic of resolutions and goals. And, you know, is it a good idea to set goals, fitness and health related goals? If it is a good idea, what's the best way to go about them? And just general conversation about that. So, my dear.
So, we like to talk about health and fitness, and obviously that's where we're going with our goals. And a lot of time I hear people say, I don't want to get started until after Christmas, after the holiday, after Thanksgiving, after the wedding. It's as if you're looking for the next step to come by. And this is the ultimate, at the new year, I want to start a routine, I want to get fit, I want to get healthy again.
And just because it's funny, the new year started on Monday, so it's like the ultimate motivation. I say I'm going to start Monday.
Monday.
And literally, Monday, January 1st, you're in a tight position. If you're into excuse making, it's oh man, I really need to start now, right?
So that is, we tend to find excuses, and I do it too, with 3 kids. It's I have to bathe them, I have to go to the grocery store, I'll go to the gym tomorrow. And tomorrow turns into the next day, and the next day, the next day. And so I think what the new year does is it sets you a hard, okay, this is a brand new year, I have a fresh start, and you have a fresh start. Forget about yesterday, think about what you can do now, and set, so creating a goal is a great idea because it allows you to set almost a standard for the year. You're setting what you expect out of yourself this year right from the start, as opposed to waiting. If there's a birthday party in the middle of January, don't wait till after that party. This is your fresh start now. So what we want to help you develop is how do you set a reasonable, attainable goal for yourself and how to actually get started on it, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of people say it's too arbitrary. Who cares? You can June 23rd can be your January 1st, and of course that's true, and it is arbitrary. But who cares, right? I am a fan of those people that make big decisions that say, you know what, I'm drawing a line in the sand, and I want to accomplish X, Y, and Z, A, B, and C throughout the year, and hell, if you use January 1st, and that's your cutoff, well then great. I want to give you a high five, because just because it's arbitrary, I suppose at any given time is arbitrary, and if you get bound up and you kind of join on the excitement wagon of, new year, new you, well, that's fine, right? That's fine. I think the challenge for a lot of people, and you probably have seen this time and again, is you're setting goals without honestly a lot of skill in setting goals, right? I think there's a methodology to go about it, and because that methodology is not followed through properly, it's not well known, a lot of them go by the wayside. So for instance, if you were to say my goal for 2018 is to get fit and healthy, right? What are your thoughts on that goal, to get fit and healthy?
I like that goal, but I think it's almost an empty statement. I mean, everybody knows. Come January, if you have, if you do belong to a big box gym like LA Fitness or Planet Fitness, like everything is overflowed with people from January to February, right? You have everybody with these high, and these are great. They're great. Like, good, you got a membership, you're getting in the gym, but it doesn't last. Like, the excitement of a new you, the excitement of getting into the gym doesn't last past a month because there's nothing that you're holding yourself accountable to other than I want to get fit. And I think I want to get fit isn't strong enough, or I want to be healthy isn't strong enough to maintain, the difficult task of a routine. And it is difficult. And I'm sitting here, we do this for life, and it's extremely difficult. And I don't blame you if you only last a month, because you're just lost. You go into the gym, you try to do what you want to do, and you just get either discouraged because the results take a long time to show. Life gets in the way, and you're just like, oh, forget this, or I'll go back next month, and it just keeps on. It just rolls over. So saying I want to be healthy and fit is just, it's not good enough.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't, right? I mean, I challenge you to, walk the streets and pose the question, would you like to be healthy and fit, sir? Lady, would you like to be healthy and fit? I mean, everyone, of course I do, right? So you want to separate from, like, wish territory to actual goal. I think what a lot of people have is a list of what amounts to wishes, right? I want to save money. I want to quit smoking, which I suppose is a little bit harder, right? There's a definite thing you can see, but how do you measure being fit and healthy, right? I mean, I suppose it's healthy to take a walk outside. We did a brief one today, right? Is like, am I healthy now? Like, so you want to separate just like very ambiguous, vague wishes from actual real goals. And I think the best way to do that, and the first thing to think about, is the difference between outcomes and actions, right? So, for instance, if you were to say, as a fitness-related goal, I would really like to lose 20 pounds, right? So that's an outcome, right? Whatever you are now, less 20 pounds, that would be the outcome from losing 20 pounds. And the thing is, you don't necessarily control that. You don't have absolute control over that outcome. So I think there's a better method, a much better method, and it would be setting an action-specific, behavioral-specific type of goal. So, for instance, if you said, I am committed, and it is my goal to work out 3 times per week.
That's good.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
when you say that, here's how to measure. You'll be able to measure how much you're following through in your goals by January 7th. Okay? I don't know what's the date on that. I suppose that would be Sunday. Sunday or Monday, right? Right? Because a week has gone by, and how many times did you work out? Was it 3 times a week? Because all you can do is the thing that's right in front of you that's helping you move closer to your goal. You can't lose 20 pounds as a thing that you can do. It's only an outcome from certain behaviors. So the thing to focus on, and what I'm such a fan of, is very specific action steps to complement that. You might say, I am committed to home cooked meals 5 days out of the week. Okay, well, at the same January 7th, how many times did you make home cooked meals, right? Things that you can point to and say yes, because when you do that, that's the only thing that gets you closer. So the outcome, you really don't have control over. Only control the things that you can control. Yourself, today, did you work out? Did you make a home cooked meal? Did you drink a sufficient amount of water? And things like that.
And what I find interesting about this point, we don't always agree. We don't always agree, but we definitely do on this. I think what it helps do too is it helps keep you stop obsessing over losing the 20 pounds. You stop obsessing over this image, and you are able to take this massive objective, and it is losing 20 pounds is an overwhelming, massive objective, and you're able to break it down and simplify it. So every day you are thinking about it, you are working toward it, but you're not thinking about the 20 pounds. Now I'm just thinking about, I gotta get the workout in.
That's what
And
you
that's
gotta do.
not as stressful. It's
That's what you
not,
gotta do.
you're not gonna get discouraged because you're gonna be like, I didn't lose a pound today. Like, forget about the weight now.
Right.
Now we have these, you got your big goal. Now we're breaking it down to subcomponents. Now, okay, if I work out 3 times a week for 2 months straight, I should lose, let's say, 8 to 10 pounds. Cool. So maybe in about 4 months, I'm going to hit that 20 pound mark. Now you're going to have another goal to set for yourself, and you're going to start setting standards, and you're going to start achieving things that you didn't think you could because you're not chasing something that is so unattainable right now, and you're just making your little steps along the way.
Yeah, I think what discourages people is the you set some results-oriented, outcome-oriented goal in the distant future. You don't check up on how you're doing, and then 3 months, 4 months down the road, when you perceived to have gotten there, you are disappointed. And it's like, when you should be disappointed? If your goal was to work out 3 times per week, and it was on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and on Friday you missed your workout, that's when you need to stop, circle that, and say that's a crisis, because that's the only input that you control that you missed. And what happens is, it's okay to say something that's out there, like the 20 pounds in 3 months, let's suppose. It's okay to leave that out there, but you don't think about it that much. You really shouldn't. The thing that you need to think about is, as she nailed it, is you make it granular. All you need to do today, all you need to do is work out and string together some better nutrition for yourself, whatever that may mean relative your station. And isn't that simple? Isn't that easier to digest, right? No pun intended. Than to I need to lose 20 pounds. When you get to focus on losing 20 pounds when you've lost 19, right? Then you can start to think about that. So it's basically just taking everything and making it granular. What do I need to do today? You need not concern yourself about 3 months.
And you know what? If you do hit those 3 days a week working out, say that's the objective we're using as the example, and you continue to do this, you're going to find that by the time you do hit those 20 pounds, you're already in a different mindset. You have a better goal to get to because forget about 20 pounds. You not only you're going to be feeling better, your clothes are fitting better. You're not going to be so concerned about the weight on the scale because you're going to look in the mirror and be like, oh my God,
wow,
this is looking better. I never expected this to come. So things that you didn't expect are going to unfold because you were doing something consistent enough. And that's the biggest thing. It's everybody has what are your New Year's goals? What are you going to do? And everybody has these grand ideas, and I love it because we're dreamers. We want to do something. We want to better ourselves. But nobody sticks to it, and I want you to stick to it. And stick to it by, like we said, take that goal. Take that, whatever it is you want to accomplish, and break it down to how can I work toward this goal on a daily basis without just saying, I want this result, and that's it. Right? Let's work your way to it. Build it into a routine. Build it into your life. And now you're going to have sustainable success. It's not easy, but it just takes some time to sit down and think about what do I really want and how much am I willing to put in to get it.
Yeah. The one thing you said is, I think there's an unfolding process of the person that you become in the way of moving towards your goal, where you realize that that's the bigger and more important thing, the person that you become as a result of your striving. So I go back to it, and I will beat this horse dead till I keep going, is that the work that you do on a daily basis is the only thing that matters, right? So there's a reason why at the end of your workout, when you're walking out the door, you feel so great. It's because that's the hard work, where the goal setting, the intentions, the wishes, the dreams, I really am going to do it. Cool. Say it once, but after that, I just want to see the work. I just want to see what you produce. And there's just one last quick thought was about, what you said about, looking in the mirror. And this is such a big and important one, especially as it relates to weight loss. The ultimate question to kind of clarify would be for, if you want to lose weight. I can understand that. But it's not that you want to lose weight, it's that you want to look better. And I'll pose this question, this challenge to you, that if you looked in the mirror, right? If you looked in the mirror and you saw exactly what you wanted, clothes fitting nicely, you felt sexy, you felt energized and confident, if that's what you saw, would you give a damn what the scale said? Right? I mean, like, you can't. Like, you're like that's the thing. Like, looking in the mirror is the thing. So you can't possibly care what a scale said. So it's something happens along the way where you say, wait a minute, that scale matters much less to me, and like this matters more.
A lot of it's internal, and the journey along the way is actually it's surprisingly going to change you. So I often see this happen. Like, okay, great, you hit your 20-pound mark. There's no fireworks.
Yeah.
Nothing's going on.
No parades.
And guess what? If you hit that 20-pound mark by doing what I established, then you already have better goals set ahead for yourself. So you hit 20 pounds, you're like, that's good. I'm happy. Like, I hit a benchmark I didn't think possible. And please, I think it's a wonderful thing. But I guarantee you have higher standards after that. You're going to want to even do something else. You're going to say, but I want to see a lot more definition in my arms now that I'm feeling good. So even for me, even for Dan, even when we compete and I feel like I'm in my best shape possible, everyone's like, oh my God, it's like you're perfect. I see 1,000 things I still want to improve. I don't know if we're ever fully satisfied, but we do feel accomplished. And it's healthy. It's healthy to acknowledge, like, there will always be something, right? We're never gonna have perfect, and there's never gonna be fireworks when you get there, but there will be internal rewards. You're going to feel really good. You're going to feel really proud of yourself. I get a lot of clients that say, like, I am strong. I never thought I could do this before. And then I never could do this. Like, I never could make it up my flight of steps 3 times without being out of breath. And I feel awesome because you directly feel improvement in your life in every day. So it's not so much of a vanity thing anymore of like, I just want to look better. Like, life seems better because you made habits that improve on a daily basis. But that was like the biggest thing I remember was like when I got to this weight I thought was ideal for myself. I was like, where's nobody's clapping? Like, where's the cheers? Like, come on, someone applause me. Like, and then I looked at myself. I was like, but I feel great. I'm so proud of myself, but I want to do more. Well, this is empowering.
I think it's short lived.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like arrived at this weight that you thought something would happen. So briefly, to the reverse of that question I asked is what would happen if you stepped on a scale and it was exactly what you wanted, but in the mirror you looked like crap, like mind blown, right? Like wait a minute, everything I wanted was like attached to like this number on a scale, but now I look like hell. So it's with respect to what you said about like having arrived at this place, the word arrived should not be in the vocabulary of any sort of fitness goal. You don't arrive. You don't arrive. You only strive. You only work, because I've been training for 12 years and yourself a competitive gymnast for 9 plus physical fitness. I don't know how many. Like
5, 6, yeah.
Longer than me. So, like, true story. Like, not even close. And the only thing that still keeps us engaged is the fact that there's progress to be made, however small. So, I love to train the clients that I'm so interested in training. It's I do not care where you fall in your fitness level, high level athlete or ranked beginner. Because to both of those people, we can promise progress, incremental progress.
Of any shape or form.
And progress, that sensation, that feeling of I'm moving forward. I'm started here and now I'm moving there. That's the thing that keeps you engaged and feeling great. That's why when you're walking out the door of a workout, you say, man, I feel good, because you have literally made progress that day. So, and I don't know that ever getting to some number on a scale, percentage of body fat, clothes size, can ever outmatch that sustained sensation of I'm doing the work to day, because the past is behind you. If you're on my email list, I wrote something that was kind of important to me yesterday. It was about just kind of relinquishing that past that's behind you. The future truly and genuinely is not guaranteed. That you have in front of you this day to strive and to work and to be at your personal best. And I opened with about what Motivators is all about, and it's helping people become the best version of themselves. And you do that by doing the work, by having incremental progress. And that is an exciting and engaging job that we have. It's hard to call it a job, really.
Yeah.
So with that, we are up against the clock. We'll be joining you certainly at least once a week. We are, look at that. I suppose now we know how long it takes us to drink coffee.
He's got me
20?
beat.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, but this is cup number 2 of the day, so
Yeah.
there's more to come. But yeah,
Thanks for joining us,
Yeah.
and thanks for tuning in. We had fun. If
you-
this helps, but one person kind of have some greater clarity in how to set a goal, some actionable steps to take, then that is a huge win for us. So,
And please feel free, if you have any questions, reach out to us. We're here to help you. So
all right. Thanks so
Happy
much.
New Year,
Happy
and
New Year.
go set a goal and break it down and make it happen. You can do it.
Go small. You can't go too small. All
That's right.
To get to the gym today, I need to first put socks on. That's your goal for today. All right.
Bye.
Bye.